Hello and welcome to another reaction video. This time around, not of a trailer, but a sneak peek of Superman, which was released at CinemaCon 2025, and they've released this online. Unfortunately, I didn't have the time to react to it quite early, but I thought I still should react to it because it's still fresh. Because the CinemaCon ended yesterday, and today, a lot of people are still watching them. And I thought, let me react to it and give you my views and opinions. So listen, just as I'll be doing this video for you. I'd like you to leave your thoughts and comments on opinions in the comment section below so that we can have a fruitful conversation. So Superman, as you already know, or as you might know, is directed by James Gunn, the head of DC Studios. And this is the main live action after the reboot of the DCU from the DCEU. And this time around is the live action following the Creature Commandos. For those who have watched Creature Commandos, it is the first offering in the slate of the films produced under, or which is going to be produced under the banner of DCU. And Superman is going to be the first live action in this particular offering. So, without much to talk about, let's just dive right in and then we can follow it up with our thoughts. So, let's go. This was in the first trailer. It's the first time you actually see Superman being very vulnerable from the very start of a franchise. So it's going to be quite interesting. And for those who watched the trailer, yeah, that's Crypto, Superman's pet or dog, coming to his rescue.
Stop! 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 No! Crypto!
You know my fear. If Crypto should mishandle a normal human being,
Take me
how is
home.
it going to be like?
Home. Crypto. Home.
That's the Fortress of Solitude.
Superman!
Colonel,
Thank you.
No need to thank us, sir, as we will not appreciate it. We have no consciousness whatsoever, merely automatons here to serve. Meet 12. She's new.
He looked at me.
14 fractured bones.
Damage to bladder, kidney, large intestine, lungs.
With a healthy dose of yellow sun, we'll have you up and at 'em in no time.
Oh,
Level 4?
292 times Saharan Prime, please,
okay.
one.
Looks like the technology works.
He's back.
Wow, that's quite epic. Yeah, that's quite epic. Yeah. So this is the sneak peek from CinemaCon 2025 and a presentation done by James Gunn with a number of the actors. And yeah, a number of the scenes are actually in the trailer. So for those who have already watched the trailer, you might have noticed some scenes repeating itself. But I think where the different scene they introduced was the solitude, the fortress of solitude emerging from the snow, and then the robots and the healing, the trying to help Superman heal. Those are new in this particular sneak peek. But from the look of it, I like the it's being its own thing, different from any other Superman iterations, live action iterations we've already seen. The epicness of it can be felt. It's quite epic. The soundtrack, which was already introduced in the trailer, there's something unique about it. It doesn't. Yes, it's it is inspired by Christopher Reeve's Superman soundtrack. So you can hear the main elements of the song, the tune in there. But in terms of the beats and the composition, it's different from Christopher Reeve's own, but has a little bit of the edginess or yeah, the bite of what used to be in the DCU, Zack Snyder's own, but it is its own thing, and I like it. It's nice, it's epic. When you hear it, it's it elevates the whole film. Let me put it that way. I mean, the trailer, you feel the epicness and adventure of it. I mean, for lack of a better word, that's I like the sound by the sound bite is quite epic. But from this particular sneak peek, it's it gives more insight to the relationship between Clark Kent, Superman, and his dog Crypto. And for those who love dogs, the fact that when he called on Crypto to come and Crypto feels the need to play with Superman, which every dog does. So it is quite interesting. It sort of grounds Superman in reality to make us feel relatable. I mean, related to him because for those who own dogs, for those who have pets, it is relatable, especially the relationship between him and his pet, Crypto. So because Superman as a franchise itself, it's quite a difficult story to write, especially when Superman is a character that you can't relate to in the sense that this figure is strong, he can fly, he has X-ray vision, no disease on earth can actually put him down. And the fact that the when the sneak peek began, just as it did in the trailer, the first scene we see of him is vulnerability. I don't know what might have caused him, you know, I'm sure he was engaged in a fight, and whatever fight that was, he got a beating of his life. So for us to watch this sneak peek and the trailer, and the first shot that opened was Superman being vulnerable, grounding in some form of reality for us to be able to feel a relatability with the character. So this Superman, I think, is going to be quite different. I must admit, Zack Snyder's Man of Steel is one film that I like a lot. I like it so much, but I'm really, really open to this because I've loved every film of James Gunn. Every film of James Gunn has been really, really good. He's able to balance quippy jokes together with seriousness and some dark sides of it. So yeah, if there's anybody to reboot this franchise and do it well, yes, I think James Gunn will bring a different taste altogether from what we've seen in the past, from the Bryan Singer's own, Christopher Reeve's own, even to the series where it starred I've forgotten his name, but I think yeah, but the then CW series to it becoming its own thing. That's Lois and Clark. So yeah, this I'm looking forward to. I think from what I've seen in the sneak peek is going to be exciting. The robots in the Fortress of Solitude. I don't know whether they are being controlled by Brainiac as an OS system generally, but it looks like every robot has its own personality of a sort. And for the numbers on their chest, meaning that added for what we've seen so far in the sneak peek, there is a maximum or perhaps a minimum of 12 robots. So that's quite exciting. I've never seen that in any Superman live action movies. In the Superman Adventures series, I think, yeah, I think there was some robots. I might have forgotten, but there was a robot in it. But in terms of the live action, it works. And besides, I think I like the idea of an AI sort of robot, particularly in the time we find ourselves in, where the superpower nations or the technologically advanced nations in the world all are coming up with robots that can serve humanity. So to have robots in this very film, I think it's very aware of the times that we find ourselves in. And if you watch the trailer, the fact that Superman was being heckled by the very same people he's even coming to save, it speaks of some of the times we find ourselves in with diverse opinions as to how things ought to be done. And when you feel like a thing, nobody spares you. From the internet trolls to people who want you to be cancelled. So I don't know whether Superman will be cancelled in this film. But whatever be the case, I feel like what I've seen so far of this sneak peek and the trailer, it's really, really self-aware of the time it's being produced in. And I think I like it. I like it. It's very different, and it's very aware of the times for us to be able to relate to what is happening. And I'm looking forward to see all that will transpire in the films. From I from a little research I did for some videos that I watched, I'm told or I'm aware that or there are rumors that states that this film is not as crowded as we think, especially that we have the Justice Society of America in this film, or so they are not. It's not as crowded as we thought it's going to be, or majority thought it was going to be. But regardless, James Gunn, like the Russo brothers, are very good at weaving relationship with characters that, regardless of the numbers, you don't even feel that it is so. But most were concerned, particularly knowing that this is a Superman film, they were worried that perhaps the introduction of a lot of these just Justice Society characters is going to overcrowd the movie, but I'm told it's not so. So yeah, we'll be looking forward to it. So this is the sneak peek, my reaction to the sneak peek of DC Studio Superman. I'd like to know your thoughts and your opinions, so leave them in the comment section below and let's have some conversation. This has been the Film Mandates trailer reaction. No, a reaction to the sneak peek, not a trailer. So I'll see you next time. Bye bye.